Hello folks, I'm Abfielder and today I have a different kind of video. You see, it was my nephew Jack's birthday earlier this week and he was lucky enough to get a Nintendo Switch. And being a Minecraft YouTuber, therefore there was only one game I could get him, Minecraft. Anyway, happy birthday Jack. It turns out that Minecraft is a rather complex game and explaining it to a 7-year-old and their parents, whose last game console was a Game Boy, is really difficult. So the aim of this video is to show you how to create a world and how to do the very basics to survive your first few days as you learn the game. The rest of this intro is for you parents. We'll get on to how to play the game shortly. So parents, let me first explain what Minecraft is. I'm guessing you're familiar with games like Super Mario or Tetris. So you think that a game is going from point A to point B. You collect some coins, you rescue the princess, you finish the level, that kind of thing. Not really the case with Minecraft. The end goal of Minecraft is basically just do whatever you want. It's basically electronic Lego that you can't stand on at 2 AM in the morning. So you can go on adventures, you can slay beasts, you can kill the dragon, you can be a farmer, you can build stuff, and it takes place in an infinite world. Basically, the point of this game is to do whatever you want. The second thing that's important for you to know about Minecraft is there are actually two different editions. Minecraft Java Edition, which is played on a PC or a laptop only, and Minecraft Bedrock, which is the version that is played on consoles like the Nintendo Switch. And to make things more complicated, it also is available on a PC. The two games are incredibly similar, but they do have minor differences. So in future, if you are searching for YouTube videos, search for Minecraft Bedrock if you're on a console. With that stuff out of the way, what we're going to do is load up a new world. And then, as I said, I'm going to teach you how to survive your first couple of days. So we are at the main menu. We're going to hit this play button and then we're into the world's options here. Now, because it's a brand new game, I don't have any worlds here. If you did, you'd be able to click on them and continue them. So what we're going to do is click on Create New. We're going to ignore all this stuff. You have to purchase this with your real world pocket money. Ignore it. We're going to click on Create New World. Once here, this might look slightly different. For example, on a Nintendo Switch, I know this is a drop-down menu, but the options should be the same. If you are completely brand new to the game, maybe click on Creative and create a creative world. Nothing will attack you in creative. You haven't got to worry about nighttime or collecting resources. Literally just go into creative and then just use the joysticks, move around, find out what all the buttons do. Just a really easy way to learn the game. We're going to ignore that. I'm going to assume that you've done it or you don't care. Make sure it's survival. We're going to leave the difficulty on normal. That means that we can be killed by the hostile mobs. We do get hungry, but hunger can't kill us. On hard, for example, hunger can kill us. Leave it on normal, leave it on survival. Give your world a fun name. I'm going to call it Tutorial World because I'm a boring adult. And then click on Create. It's going to take a minute or two to create. And when we get into the game, your game is going to look a little bit different to mine. There are lots and lots of different possibilities for how your world can look. Billions upon billions, okay? So there is no chance it's going to be identical, but I'm going to tell you what buttons to press and what to do. You're just going to have to kind of get used to the fact that it will look a little bit different. Click Create and then wait for your character to load in. Once you're loaded in, you're going to see a world. Now I've loaded in with lots of trees. You might load in, as I said, in a completely different place. You might see snow, you might see sand, you might see water. Okay, I'm quite lucky, as I said, I see trees and that's what we're aiming for. Before we do anything else, we now have 10 minutes until it gets dark. So we want to get ourselves set up before it gets dark as best we can because darkness is dangerous. So if possible, we want to create a bed, or if not, we want to create ourselves a nice little safe hole so we can just sort of sit out the night time and not get attacked. Before we do that, if we look down the bottom of the screen, there's a couple of important things to point out. The hearts, this is your health. All red is good. It means full health. That's great. If those start to vanish and go dark, that's bad. We're losing our health, and if we lose them all, then we die. We do respawn. We'll pop up back right where we are now. And then on the right-hand side is our hunger. We want to keep this full. If we do lose some of our hearts and this is full, then these will regenerate. They'll come back to red. If this isn't full, they won't. So we don't want to get too hungry. Also, if we get really hungry, we're going to slow down, and that's, well, it's just annoying. Below that is what we call the hotbar, and we'll talk about that a little bit more in the moment. The other thing I want to mention is on, for example, a Nintendo Switch, you might have this view where you see the back of your character. This is called third person, and pretty much no one in Minecraft plays like this. So on a Nintendo Switch, hold down the joystick, the left joystick, press it like a button and hold it until your view changes. You might need to do it twice so that it looks like this. This is called first person, and this is how normal people play Minecraft. The left stick will move you around, and then the right stick will move your view around. So left stick to move, right stick to change where you're looking. If you want to jump, that's the A button, and if you want to sneak, that is press the right stick like it's a button, as we did with the left one before to change the view. If you're sneaking, you can't fall off stuff, but you move much, much slower, and that's the movement buttons. So first thing we're going to do is go and find a tree. Any tree will do yet. We're in a jungle biome, so I have jungle wood. Get in front of your tree, face the tree, and punch the tree. That is the ZR button. And we're going to do that a few times. You see how that went into my hotbar? I now have 2, and I'm going to break a few more. So we have a few blocks to play with. 3, 4, 5. Okay, now we have this wood. I'm going to go and find a little bit of an open space, and we're going to open our inventory. That is the X button. Or E if you're on a keyboard like me. Okay, we got our crafting menu here, and we've got the jungle logs down here, and with this we can create either jungle wood or jungle planks. If you've got oak, just it'll be oak planks, oak wood. We want to create the planks so these are much more useful. Okay, this puts it up here. Just click on here to create some of these planks. As well, convert it all. So we now have 20 planks. Okay, with this, we now have more options. The ones in red means we are missing a material. For example, this loom, we don't have string. We want to create a crafting table because this allows us to craft even more things. So click it, create one crafting table, put it in the bottom row here. This is your hotbar. And then exit this menu. I don't know what button that is on a Nintendo Switch. We're going to place this crafting table on the floor. We're going to use the ZL button. It opens the places the crafting table, and then the ZL button again to open the crafting menu for it. Perfect. See, we have loads more options now. Right, we want to create some basic tools. We want a sword, an axe, and a pickaxe. See, they're in red though. It's because we don't have any sticks. So create some sticks. 8 sticks will be enough to begin with. Create ourselves a sword, a pickaxe, and where has it gone? An axe. There we go. And exit the menu. Then use the L or R buttons to move through your hotbar and select your wooden axe, and use the attack button, the ZR button, to break your crafting table so it's back in your inventory. There we go. So at this point, we've got some tools. We've got a crafting table, and we've still got a little bit of wood and some sticks left. So we're going to move around in the world a little bit and do just a little bit of exploring, because what we need at this point to survive the night is a bed. And for a bed, we need sheep. We also need some food as well, so we can get some sort of food if we can find some animals on the way. Pandas don't give you any food, so don't worry too much about them. Plus, they're friendly in the most, so ignore them. These little things here in the jungle are called ocelots. They're like cats. Like wild cats. They're friendly, they'll just run away from you, so don't worry about them. Broadly speaking, if you're on the surface in the day, you're probably pretty safe. Lots of ocelots. So we're going to keep moving. We have a pig over here. So use the L or R button to switch through your hotbar, move towards this pig, and I'm sorry little piggy, but I need some food. Use the attack button, which is the ZR button. You see we got some raw pork chop. We can eat raw pork chop, but it's not going to give us a lot back, but it's better than nothing. Jump, make sure you don't fall down any holes. And then we've got some sheep. So sheep are incredibly useful because they give us wool and food, and wool is useful. Kill the sheep, and then we've got 1 white wool. We need 3 blocks of wool to make a bed, and they need to be the same color. So we're going to kill this one as well. If you're really lucky, you might get more than 1 block. That was very close to falling down there. We have 2 blocks of wool. We've got some more food that we can eat, which is incredibly useful. This is kind of a cave down there. We have some some coal. That'll be very useful later on. So I'm going to move around. You can run, but that uses up more of your health. So in the early day, if you haven't got any food, just maybe walk around until you've got some food. Once you've got a good supply of food, then feel free to run. We're going to look for one more white sheep, because if we can get another bit of wool, we can sleep and skip the night, and that just makes everything so much easier. There's a pig over there. I don't see a sheep. If you don't start in a good biome like this, you can either create another world until you start somewhere that's a bit easier, or you just keep moving until you find a biome like this. We're going to move in this direction. We're going to try and be careful not to fall. You'll notice I'm jumping a lot. The jump button is the A button. So A to jump up these things. And we're just keeping going in the hope that we find another sheep. This is some beautiful terrain. Got a cow over here. These will give us leather and they'll also give us beef, which is useful. We're going to kill him. We're just going to use that attack button and him. And you'll see my hunger has just gone down just a little bit, so I can't eat. There we go. And that restores my hunger. And like I say, that's very useful to do. Perfect. We've got another sheep and it's the correct color. There are like 16 different colored sheep. So to get that is very useful. There we go. More food and more wool. So at this point, we can place down our crafting table. Click on our crafting table. That's the use button. Remember, that's the ZL button. We still got 4 wooden planks. You need 3 wooden planks and 3 blocks of wool, the same color, to create a bed. Create yourselves a bed. Exit out of that menu, select your wooden axe, and then break it using the attack button, which was ZR. And there we go. We've got ourselves a bed. That means we can sleep at night. Noticed in this direction, we got some pumpkins. They can be used for food, and we can use those for farming later in the game. We're not going to cover farming in this video. It's all about surviving our first couple of days. So we're going to mine them using the attack button. We're using the axe for those. Incredibly useful. Now, we're starting to get close. The sun is starting to set. We're good. We have a bed. If you don't have a bed at this point, then here's what you're going to do. I didn't create a shovel. Do I have enough planks? Yes. Do I have enough sticks? Yes. So I'm going to create a shovel because that means I can mine the grass a little bit easier. And I also want to show you how to create stone tools. At night, if you haven't got any of this stuff, then just mine down like a little staircase using the shovel for the grass and the dirt and the pickaxe for the stone. We're going to need stone anyway for the next stage. The last thing that I'm really going to show you in this little tutorial. And just mine down into this area. And whilst it's dark, just block this off so that nothing can get in, nothing can kill you. And unfortunately, you're going to have to wait 10 minutes until it gets light again. We're really lucky we don't have to do that. We've got a bed. Place your bed down. Click the use button, which was the ZL button, and sleep. And then it will be morning. There we go. The sun's gone. It's moved over this direction, and we got another 10 minutes before it goes dark again. So we're incredibly lucky. So the last thing I wanted to show you was how we turn this food into cooked food, because that is way more useful than what we had before. For the purposes of this, we're going to move closer to these trees because we're going to need more wood. And we're going to do just a little bit of mining. That is, after all, one of the purposes of the game. So we're going to mine down because we need more of this cobblestone, and we get cobblestone by mining stone. So we're going to mine down. We're using the shovel on the dirt, and then we're just going to open up my inventory, move the pickaxe back in there, using the L or R buttons to switch between the tools. And we need 8 pieces of stone to create a furnace. So we've got 8, but we also want to create some stone tools because stone tools are better than wooden tools. And we got really lucky. That there is coal, and we can use coal in the furnace. But I'm going to show you what you can do if you don't find coal as well. So we want just a little bit more. We're going to staircase down because getting down lower gets you more materials, different materials, and that'll be useful later in the game. But that will do for now. We got over 20 pieces of stone. We're going to mine a little bit more of this coal. Perfect. How much coal have we got? Let's move this meat here so we can see. We've got 4 pieces of coal. We got a couple more, and that's plenty for the purposes of this demonstration. And then we need to get out of here. So just put the block in your inventory, in your hotbar, select it, and then use the use button. which was the ZL. We're going to grab some wood because I'm going to show you what you can do if you haven't found coal at this point. We're going to get some logs. There we go. Perfect. You noticed it was getting dark down there. We can fix lots of problems with this sort of set of things that we're going to do. Get your crafting table. Place it down using the ZL button. Press the ZL button again, so you select that. We want to create a furnace, like so. We're just going to pretend for a moment that I didn't have coal. I didn't find coal. I wasn't lucky enough. What we want to do is open this crafting table. We want to create some birch planks. Now, any planks will do. Create some. Go back to this stage. We can burn planks and logs. Put your planks in the bottom, and then you can put your logs in the top. Now, I'm only going to put one in there. And what this will give us is charcoal, which is an alternative to coal. Very useful if you don't find coal. So planks in the bottom, logs in the top, and you got some charcoal. With this, we can create torches. So if we click on our crafting table, we can create some torches. So if we wanted to continue our mining, for example, or we wanted to make nighttime a little bit safer, we'd put our torches in our hotbar, go into our mine, and you see how it got dark down here? Use the use button again, and then place your torch down like so. And you can just keep on mining. That keeps it nice and bright. We've got all our wonderful raw food. We were lucky enough to get coal. Put your coal in the bottom, get your raw food, whether that be raw beef, raw pork chop, or raw mutton, and cook it. Cooked food is much, much better than raw food. And there we go. We've got some cooked mutton. Put it in your hotbar, hit that use button, and there you go. You can eat some food. So at this point, you have learned how to make some tools. Well, that's a point. One last thing. There's my cobblestone. We need some more sticks. So we'll create some more sticks. There we go. We might need even more than that. So more planks. There we go. Then more sticks. We can create some stone tools. And as I said, stone tools are better than wooden tools. So we are going to create a stone sword, a stone pickaxe. We're going to create a stone axe. And we're going to create a stone shovel. Perfect. We've got some better tools. They'll do more damage to mobs. They'll be quicker for mining. And you're in a really good place to continue the game. So we've learned how to create some tools. We've learned how to get some food by killing animals. We've learned how to make a bed so we can sleep through the night. We've learned how to do a little bit of mining, place blocks. We have learned a lot of things. That should be enough to help you survive the first few days. Just continue killing animals, getting meat, and then you can start to figure out the rest of the game. I hope you find this tutorial incredibly useful. If you did, hit that like button, consider subscribing, and let me know if you'd like to see more of these tutorials in the comments below. Anyway, folks, that's all I have time for today. I'm AppFielder. Goodbye.